Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this video. My name is AmandaRujeko if this is your first time here. So if it is indeed your first time, please subscribe to my channel, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. AmandaRujeko wouldn't be if it weren't for you. So today's video is a foundation comparison video. So I'm going to be comparing the old Real Matte Foundation by Avon and the new Real Matte Foundation by Avon. So this is the old one and this is the new one. They say that they've made a few changes to the foundation, but it is still a full coverage waterproof foundation, and it is also matte. So if you've got oily skin, then this is your girl. Okay, so I used the shade dark cocoa in the old Real Matte Foundation, and in the new Real Matte Foundation I'm using the shade 525N. So in the catalog, the names of the foundations are written using the names that we are used to, like dark cocoa, spice, light caramel, soft honey, etc. But when you then get your foundation in the box, it's written like this. So yeah, this is shade 525N. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a comparison between these two. So I'm going to do half my face with the old one and half my face with the new one. But before I do that, let's get into swatching the products. So I'm going to do a bit of a side view so that you guys can see. So one thing that I noticed almost immediately is that the old dark cocoa is lighter than the new dark cocoa, and the only reason why I went for the dark cocoa to begin with is because it was the darkest shade in the range. This range has got a few foundations and this was the darkest shade. So for a person of my complexion, and I am, what am I think I'm an NW50 MAC. I haven't used it in forever, and when it comes to Estee Lauder, I use a combination of 7W1 and 5W2, which is dip spice and rich caramel. So I combine the two. Sometimes I'll throw in a bit of sandalwood in there as well. But yeah, that's my complexion. I used this foundation because it was the darkest one, but it was still a little too light. So whenever I wear this foundation, I have to put it around the center of my face and blend it outwards so that it sort of blends with my neck and everything else. I'm pretty excited to try this shade because it looks a bit darker than this one, which is gonna be good. I mean, if you can cater to the darker girls, then that's always awesome. So this is the new one and this is the old one. The packaging for this foundation is a squeeze type of packaging. Okay, all right, so these are the two shades side by side. I'm gonna just make two lines with them. So this is our old one and then this is our new one, and I'm sure you guys can see a very notable difference. Okay, so one thing that I want to say is that I'm not actually trying to say that Avon foundations are not accommodating. It's just that the Real Matte Foundation shades are limited, but Avon has got so many foundation ranges which have got so many foundations, especially for darker skin. Big comparison, I feel. One blends into my skin better than this one, definitely, like shade wise. And when I move the product using my finger, I feel like this one, the new one, is slightly less cakey than the old one. Not that the old one is cakey. Whenever I used the foundation, it gave me a beautiful blend, and this has actually become my favorite Avon foundation. So this is the foundation that I'll most likely have on every single day, and it lasts a long time as well because I've had this for a couple of months. Yes, I only started using it every day recently, but I still have quite a lot of it left. So anyway, let's get into the application, which I'm sure you guys are excited about. Before we get into it, I'm gonna apply my Avon Magic's smoothing primer with SPF. There is another primer that is mattifying, so this one is a smoothing primer. There is a mattifying primer, so you choose what you like, and I have put quite a lot of this primer because with this primer less is more, you guys. So I'm just wiping my hands so that I get rid of the foundations. But yeah, this primer I love so much. I feel like it definitely helps your makeup to glide better onto your skin and sit better on your skin as well. And I'm not sure if you see the difference on camera, but yeah, this is really nice. And I wouldn't have used the mattifying primer in any case, because I do believe that in order to get a beautiful face, even if you've got oily skin and even if you aren't going to use a matte foundation, I still believe that you should do like a dewy skin prep so that your foundation will sit better. Especially with these really matte foundations, you might start caking up because you've put a mattifying face cream, then you went on to put a mattifying primer, then you went on to put a matte foundation. So yeah, I definitely like dewy skin prep. So yeah, I love this primer quite a bit. For the actual application, I was hoping I would get one more of either of these brushes. This is the Real Techniques foundation brush, and this is a MAC foundation brush, but the name rubbed off so I can't really see. But I feel like these brushes are both very nice and dense, give me sort of the same application. So yeah, I'm very sorry about that I'm using different brushes for the foundation comparison. But yeah, I'm kind of stuck with these two. The other brush that I could use for foundation is this MAC one, but the side is for powders and the side is for liquids. So yeah, I'm just gonna use these two. Pretty sure I'm gonna get to see the difference between these two foundations. Okay, so let's start with the old foundation. This is something that I've been using for a while and something that I know. So how I apply this foundation is that I put a little bit on the back of my hands. So this is probably a little too much considering that I'm only doing this for half of my face, but I'm actually gonna do a full-on application. I'm not just gonna put it around the center of my face like I said I do. I'm actually gonna put this all over my face. Not all over my face, but like everywhere on the side of my face. I'm gonna apply this foundation. So usually I'll then pick up whatever is left using the brush and I'll start blending. So yeah, you guys can see what I mean when I say this foundation is too light for me, but this is the deepest shade that I went for. Can you see how beautifully it blends? It's not caking up or anything. It's a beautiful foundation, this foundation. I think I also forgot to mention that this is the cheapest foundation that you can find from Avon. So it's really nice that it is this beautiful, and the coverage is also very, very decent with this foundation. And you see just how beautiful the coverage is. Definitely a full coverage foundation, blends beautifully. The only problem that I've ever had with this foundation is that it's a tad bit too light for me. So comparison for when my face does not have any foundation and when my face has got foundation. Right, so this is the one half of my face. Let's do the other half. And we're going to be using the new Real Matte Foundation, shade number 525N. Gonna put a little bit. I think the other thing that I'm kind of noticing is that maybe the old one is a little thinner than the new one. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So let's apply that. Just dot it on my face. The foundations also smell a bit different. I can't really tell you which one I prefer when it comes to the smell, but they definitely do smell different. I'm gonna use this brush and pick up the excess on my hand, and I'm gonna start blending. definitely full coverage. Did you see how it covered that? It's definitely a full coverage foundation. I cannot imagine having 2 layers of this foundation on my face, both the old one and the new one. It's just always one layer for me with the old one. Well, since we haven't really started using this one a lot. I like this. We have a very beautiful foundation here. Okay, this foundation is definitely beautiful. Okay, so there we have both foundations. I can't seem to see a difference though, even with the shade. That's weird, or maybe it's because it's blended. Let's change the light setting. Do you guys see a difference between the shades? Okay, let's go back to our original lighting. Okay, so in terms of application, I feel like I enjoyed applying the new one versus the old one. I feel like they dry down the same. I am so confused here. It's almost like there isn't a change between the old foundation and the new one. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm super confused. Both of them blend so beautifully. I'm sure you guys can see. Going into this video, I thought I was gonna like the old one more than I like the new one. Alright guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup look. I'm actually gonna be doing a second video featuring these products from AVON, which is their bronzing pearls, and I got them in the 2 different shades that they have, which is deep bronze and warm glow. Doing a separate video on these 2 products while I finish off my face. So I will see you guys real soon. Let me head over to the flip side and start recording for this. Do look out for this video on my channel as well. Alright guys, so I'm back with my final thoughts, and I think I'm gonna say that I prefer the new foundation to the old one because I feel like the shade is a bit more accommodating than this one, though I can't see the difference. I can't tell the difference. It feels like I've got the exact same foundation on my face. But yeah, I think also this foundation glided on better than the old one. So yeah, I think this is going to be my foundation of preference. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe to my channel for more content. I will see you guys in my next upload, and until then,